education and programming changed in the past 10 years? Has it at all? And then a second question is, does fasted state cardio actually do anything?
All right, so how has my opinions changed over 10 years? They've actually changed a lot. I was raised when I was in my 20s, I was one of the low-fat, high-carb guys, afraid to eat an egg yolk. I know that sounds silly, but I actually used to be afraid to eat an egg yolk. You know, I don't have a PhD or an advanced degree, but I was very passionate about the sport, and I made it a point to find out people who were a hell of a lot smarter than I was and learn from them. Dr. Serrano is one of those people. I started working with him in 1999, and along the way, I've had a real keen interest in just understanding really what's going on with the body. And you know, I think if you look at the way diets are set up nowadays, athletic performance, I think we do a lot of things backwards. I'll give you an example here. I hear a lot of people talking about, well, I don't eat any carbs there I'm working out because then I can't burn fat. I don't care about burning fat during working out. I want to build muscle, right? Isn't that why we're in the gym, to build muscle? I could care less if I'm fasted. Now, if you're obese, or if you're severely insulin resistant, if there's some hormonal things going on, then maybe this is a different conversation. But most of us want to get bigger and stronger. So I set up nutrition that enables you to train as hard as you can train. Go balls out. That's the difference. If you want to be like everybody else and train like everybody else, you wouldn't be here. But you guys obviously have a passion about this. So train hard. Hard. Put your heart, put your soul into it. And eat so that you can do that, okay? So, and then the other question was fasted cardio. You know, cardio is one of those things where you can find a study to support anything you believe in. You know, if you believe you shouldn't do it, you should do it, it doesn't matter. You'll find a study that agrees with you. So everybody's right and everybody's wrong. I would just tell you this. It's very individual in terms of how much people can tolerate. I'd actually do it in the off season. I don't do it pre-contest. In the off season, I do a little bit for health reasons, but fasted cardio, you know, there's some factors that go into this. I look at where's the person at? Are they physically exhausted? Are they close to a contest? I'm probably going to have that person do really low intensity stuff. I know you're not burning a ton of calories, and I'd prefer to not have them do any at all. But if we're trying to just get a little bit tighter, burn a few more calories, then I'm probably going to have them do that. If it's somebody that feels great, you know, somebody like Matt that's an animal, that's just, he could eat dirt and still train like an animal, I might have him do some high-intensity cardio because he can handle it. Some people can handle more than others. So this is one of those things where the answer is it depends. Is fasted cardio, is it bad? Should you just write it off and never do it? I think that's silly. Is it the holy grail? That's probably even sillier. So experiment. Find out if it works for you. I mean, I think a lot of the things that work, I figured out because I did stuff that didn't work. I made so many mistakes over 28 years of competing, but I learned from them. And we all have our own journeys. So experiment. Don't be afraid to just do something. Just try it. I see people that won't start a diet because they want to have the perfect starting diet plan. You're not going to figure out the perfect start. Just start doing something and then adjust it based on what you're seeing. So